Okay, hello everyone. This is Nikki, or my Vietnamese name is Nhan. Okay, and today I would like to share with you guys about the first tip in my reading strategies to manage the IELTS exam. Okay, this part is about the true, false, not given questions. So this is a sample reading that I have from mini-ielts.com, and I hope you guys can follow me in this video. Okay, so about this part, first, the most important part is you need to identify the type of the question. Okay, this is we have true, false, are not given. And what is a true? Okay, so true if the statements agree with the information, which means at the time of his voyage is this sentence. Does it have the same meaning with any sentence in the reading, given reading? Okay, because this is just a sample, it's not so long. Okay, in the real exam, the test can be about 600 to 700 words. Okay, so true if the sentence have the same message with the reading. False if the statement contradicts. What does this word mean? Okay, this means yes, the opposite meaning, which means this one say yes, you must find something in the reading that say no, and it must be opposite completely to each other. Okay, so you have the base to come to the conclusion that this one is wrong. Okay, and this one is really easy to misunderstand with the last type of question. Here we have not given. Not given means this sentence can be partly correct, but not correct 100%. Okay? So let's work with an example to see how it goes. Okay, for the first question, before I'll do this type of question, I'll normally read the title. So in the real exam, you have for 20 minutes to do the reading with about, in total 40 questions. So 20 minutes per readings and 40 questions for total, 3 passages, okay, 3 readings. So here, for example, the first reading, I would read the title. I would try to skim quickly for the idea from each paragraph. It should be the first sentence. Okay? Normally, first sentence or the last sentence. So you have a skim skill, which means, reading really quick. You must understand the main idea of each paragraph, or you have a glance, you have a screenshot of what is going on in this reading. Then we identify the type of questions. Okay, and now we would start. Remember, all the questions in the IELTS reading exam is follow a consequence. Okay, so it's easy for you to continue reading from the part where you have left. Okay, here we have, at the time of his voyage, Mao has unique mean only, right? Unique navigational skill. Okay, now remember that you are looking for some paraphrase, okay, something in the reading that have the same meaning, but they would not use the same word. So if you want this one to be a true, they must have the same meaning. If it is a false, they must have the opposite meaning. And not given if you lack of the time, you lack of the person, or you lack of the ending part. Okay? So now we continue. Okay, here at the time. So I start to skim quickly. I know who Mao is. Now I learned. And I get at the time right here. Mao was the only man alive. it's pretty much the same, right? The only part is pretty much similar to the unique part right here. Okay, who knew how to navigate? Navigate, yes, sounds good with navigational skills. It's right here. Let's clarify that navigational skill by explaining who knew how to navigate just by observing the stars, wind, and the sea. So the only man alive, which means he is the only one who know this technique. And yes, it make it become unique. So yes, right here you can choose already, right? It must be a true. Now, next part we have Mao was familiar with the sea. So what does familiar mean? Yeah. So you know something clearly already, right? Yes. So Mao, same person. In the reading, maybe they can change it to the man or he or whatever, right? And must have the same meaning. Okay. So Mao was familiar with the sea around Tahiti. So it's really easy this one because we have the name and a specific name of a place. So they cannot replace this part. Okay. So continue from where you left off. And here I have Tahiti right here. He had never before sailed to, which means he cannot know the place, clearly within his hand. So obviously this must be a false. True. Yep. On the next one, Mao thought it could be difficult to use a compass and charts. Okay, here we have Mao thought be difficult, use a compass and charts. So you have to identify the keywords from the statement, then you skip for it and the reading, you can find it anywhere. Okay. However, he understood blah 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 blah. I don't see the difficult here, but I know compass and chart right here. Yes. So they didn't mention about difficult, right? He just say he understood how the wind and the sea behave around islands, so he was confident he could find his way. Okay, so this means you cannot find the part of the difficult one, which means it's missing a small piece of information, so it must be not given. So remember, the part that you have to guess, you don't have any evidence to either claim that is correct or indicate that is completely wrong, then please pick the not given one. Let's do one more example, okay? And then I'll leave the rest for you. You can easily find this reading by searching the word Mao and the title right here on Google, and that would lead you to the page of mini-ielts.com. Okay. So Mao's grandfather was his only teacher. So be careful with any part that mention about only or unique or most. Okay. It can either be easily to claim true or false or not mentioned. It's very difficult. Okay. So here they mention about his grandfather. Yep. Began the task of teaching how to navigate. Yes. But as you can see, right, they didn't mention if Mao had any other teachers in his entire life, right? So there is not enough evidence to claim that Mao's grandfather was his only teacher, right? So here, obviously, we have to choose not given. Okay, so this is pretty much about this technique. Okay, and I hope you can work on the rest and practice this type of question more and more in the future. And good luck with your IELTS reading exam, okay? And I'll see you in the next video.